What's up, guys? It's manga time once again with Bleach 526, The Battle. Um, I gotta say, I thought this chapter was a bit disappointing. I I did. Personally, I thought it was a bit confusing. I thought it was a bit vague. I thought it was a bit, well, it's just disappointing. I mean, it's basically Kenpachi versus Unohana again, and it's pretty much the finale. Unohana, after the end of last chapter, has pretty much been killed, but then she quickly heals herself with Kido. And then she activates her Bankai, and I was like, when she activated her Bankai, I was just like, oh my god, what the hell? We get like maybe one page, and it looks really cool. Like the artistic design, she's sort of like this, with like kind of strings of blood. But the Bankai is called Minazuki as well, which is like kind of what? Um, and then the Bankai doesn't seem to do anything. That was a big disappointment for me. Seriously underwhelming. I don't know about you guys. I mean, if you, what do you think the Bankai did? I mean, it seemed to like strip their flesh off of them, and then maybe give it them back, as if that's some kind of advanced healing technique. But that was really kind of pointless, if you ask me. And if that is all a Bankai does, then that's a pretty big disappointment. It did look cool, but it strikes me as one of those things that would look much better in the anime. When you can see her like pulling strings of blood, that would look pretty cool. But the Bankai was a disappointment. I didn't really understand what it did. I have to say that the art was really cool when they were transforming into skeletons. Interesting to note, though, however, that like Kenpachi loses his hair and everything, he turns into an actual skeleton. But Unohana keeps her hair and stuff, so I don't know what that's all about. So yeah, she uses Bankai. Then they both just have like a couple of inner monologues where they're kind of talking to each other. Kenpachi realises that this is fighting, which is a bit bleh, considering he knew it was fighting anyway. We then get another little bit of a flashback. Unohana's defeated the kid Kenpachi, but she realises that he is the one to succeed her as Kenpachi, and she basically decides that Zaraki is the one who's destined almost to hold the name of Kenpachi, even though we know there are a lot of other Kenpachis. And then it appears at the end that he killed her. So, people, I don't know, I was just a bit for this whole chapter. I mean, first of all, what the hell did her Bankai even do? I mean, talk about underwhelming. Seriously, after such a long time, the Bankai doesn't actually seem to do anything. Yeah, she just sort of pulled strings of blood and nothing really happened. They appeared to turn into skeletons, but then it appeared to be like a hallucination or something. Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that. And then, there's the whole that she might be dead, which is a huge disappointment if it's the case. Kenpachi seems to have stabbed her through the place where she has a scar, which is pretty symbolic. But I don't know, after all this time, maybe it's because I'm not a huge Kenpachi fan, but I'm just disappointed that Unohana didn't do more. I mean, Kubo hyped her up, to do a lot. So I'm definitely feeling a bit disappointed right now. I'm inclined to drop like a 6 out of 10 on this chapter. I mean, what was good about it? Unless you're a Kenpachi fan, the art was amazing. But apart from that, there wasn't a lot of progression, because Kenpachi just realised this is fighting. He kind of knew that already. We saw Unohana's Bankai, and it was vague and unclear and didn't really do anything. And then it looks like she's dead. And it'd be such a huge waste if she dies, and I think you can all agree with me there. I think maybe if Kubo's leaving her Bankai this vague, she's not gonna die. I'm holding out on that. But yeah, there's not an awful lot to talk about really. I mean, like what could her Bankai do? I mean, I've already spoken about this once. Maybe it strips the wounded flesh off them and gives them kind of new flesh. But I mean, why did Unohana not lose her hair and Kenpachi did? That is a bit strange. Another interpretation, one I would much prefer, is that because Unohana's talking about you're the one who's destined to hold the Kenpachi name, maybe this fight is just to decide who's going to take the role of active Kenpachi. So now that Kenpachi's defeated her, he will be known as Kenpachi Zaraki, and she will go back to just being Retsu Unohana. Which would be a little disappointing, because I hope she goes psycho on some Quincy ass if she's still alive. But you know. So yeah, that's kind of the chapter in a nutshell. Disappointing. I'm not going to drop a 6 though, that seems a bit harsh. So it's going to be a 7. I really like the art, and I honestly just hope that she's alive, because it's so disappointing if she's not. That can't be her Bankai, that just can't be it. If she loses here now, that'd be fine, as long as she's still alive. That's my 2 cents. But what did you guys think of the chapter? Did you like her Bankai? I mean, do you have any better idea of what it does? What do you think of Kenpachi killing her? Do you think it's maybe just killing her as far as the name of Kenpachi goes, or is she actually dead? Do you like that if she is dead, or do you think it's a waste? We've got a colour page next week, so that could be interesting. However, it could just be an Unohana farewell page, and that would be so disappointing. So disappointing. But anyway, that's kind of it for my review this week, guys. 7 out of 10. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos, and I will catch you soon. See you later.